There is no decision in a man's life more dangerous than this: the woman he allows closest to him. Wars can be survived, financial losses can be rebuilt, enemies can be defeated, but one wrong alliance with the wrong woman can quietly destroy everything: your peace, your power, and your purpose. And it never happens all at once. It's not an explosion, it's a slow poison, day after day, decision after decision, until one morning you wake up and you no longer recognize yourself. Your fire is gone, your confidence is gone, your edge is gone. Machiavelli understood this truth centuries ago. A man is rarely destroyed by enemies outside, he is undone by alliances within. And for men today, the same law applies. One wrong woman can drain your time, your money, your ambition, and ultimately your destiny. This is not about fear. It is about clarity. So today you're going to learn the 8 female red flags every man must avoid. Red flags Machiavelli himself would warn about if he lived in our time. Because if you ignore even one, the cost won't just be years of wasted time. It could cost you your future. Before we continue, remember this: knowledge without action is wasted. If you value clarity like this, subscribe now, so you never walk blind into the same traps most men never escape. 1. She competes instead of respects. The first red flag is subtle. She doesn't follow, she challenges. Modern dating is full of women who don't want a partner, they want a rival. She'll say she admires strong men, but the moment she feels your authority, she pushes against it. Not because you're wrong, but because your strength threatens her control. You suggest a plan, she alters it. You share a vision, she debates it. You try to lead, she pulls the other way just to feel powerful. This isn't open rebellion, it's slow erosion. Over time, leadership turns into negotiation. Machiavelli would remind you, power cannot be shared with someone who secretly resents your strength. If she always needs the final word, the last decision, the higher ground, you're not in a partnership. You're in a quiet war. And when a man loses authority in his relationship, he begins to lose it everywhere. That's why the first rule is simple: never stay where your masculinity must be negotiated to be accepted. 2. She hides behind independence, but avoids emotion. She calls it independence, but it's actually emotional avoidance. She tells you she doesn't need anyone. She stays busy, detached, unbothered. On the surface, she looks strong. But when you try to build intimacy, she disappears, goes vague, or laughs it off. Machiavelli would have said, the one who withholds emotion, controls the pace of intimacy, and escapes all responsibility when it collapses. True independence builds connection because it's stable, but emotional detachment wears the costume of strength. She never opens up, she never takes accountability, and if you stay long enough, you'll begin to numb yourself just to keep up. A man who numbs his emotions to hold onto a woman doesn't get love. He gets lost. 3. She punishes boundaries. At first, she praises your strength. She calls it rare, mature, attractive. But the moment your boundaries inconvenience her ego, she flips. Suddenly, you're too harsh, or you made her feel unsafe. Understand this: a woman who punishes you for saying no does not want a man. She wants a servant with muscles. And once she learns guilt works on you, she'll use it every time you resist her control. Over time, your standards get softer, your edge gets duller. Until one day, you're no longer the man you swore you'd be. Machiavelli would warn, the price of your strength should never be emotional punishment. 4. She consumes, not connects. She doesn't want you, she wants what you give her access to: your money, your network, your lifestyle, your attention. She flatters when she wants something. She praises you only after you provide. And if you stop giving, she goes cold. This is not love. It's extraction. Machiavelli would have said, "The one who trades beauty for power is never loyal. She serves the highest bidder." 5. She romanticizes chaos. She speaks beautifully about trauma. She posts about healing. She says she's self-aware. But nothing changes. She uses poetic words to disguise destructive patterns. She blames her past for her present disrespect. And if you call it out, suddenly you're the villain. Self-awareness without self-correction is a performance. And if you buy into it, you'll end up managing her storms instead of protecting your own peace. 6. She creates drama to feel alive. She says she wants stability. She says she wants peace. But when you give it to her, she feels bored. So she stirs chaos, picks fights, acts distant, tests you just to see if you'll react. Some women are addicted to drama the way gamblers are addicted to risk. They don't need calm, they need chaos. Machiavelli knew, an unstable ally creates more loss in peace than an enemy in war. 7. She has no inner world. She looks perfect on the surface. The right quotes, the right filters, the right aesthetics. But behind it, nothing. No vision, no mission, no values. She doesn't know who she is, so she borrows identities from trends, culture, and other people. At first, it looks exciting. But over time, you realize you're dating a persona, not a person. And when you collapse from carrying her lack of direction, she'll simply move on to the next identity upgrade. 8. She makes you betray yourself. The most dangerous red flag of all. She never yells. She never threatens. Instead, she plants quiet doubts, soft guilt, small compromises. Little by little, you stop leading like you used to. You stop dreaming like you used to. You stop moving like the man you were meant to be. This isn't love, it's self-erasure. Machiavelli would have said, "The one who calls your strength aggression and your vision selfish is not correcting you, she is conditioning you." Now you see, this was never about dating tips. It was about survival, about clarity, about becoming the man who refuses to hand over his future one compromise at a time. Because women don't just share your life. They shape your destiny. The wrong one will drain you until nothing is left. The right one will multiply your power. So don't romanticize red flags. Don't shrink to avoid conflict. And don't abandon your mission to keep the wrong woman close. Protect your edge. Protect your peace. Protect your destiny. Because the cost of the wrong alliance is not just her. It's the man you'll never become.